So I've spent the last couple of days reorganizing my shelves. I needed to put some of my books somewhere so they're not getting dusty. So these are all my favorite fantasy books that I want to reread again and again. And then down here I have my Kathy Reich's books and some other books that I like to read. And my collection of Archie comics. And my other old books that I like to read. Got this lovely card. Isn't that pretty? Who gave me that? Oh, Sweet Daylene gave me this. This is one of her stitched pieces. And there's Edward Bear. I made him when I was 14. He's looking a bit worse for wear these days because he's pretty old. He's all made with ribbons. He's beautiful, except he's a little bit worn, but that's all right. Made him in high school for craft at the end of the year. And then this is the pin cushion I made and the counting pins that I made. Okay, got a little Lego man. And then here's my Melbourne chart that I designed. That's available in my Etsy shop if you're interested. I turned it into a pillow, and then I've got all my yarn. This is a lot of my skeins or yarn for projects that are already underway. Spare yarn, sock yarn. Plus some granny square things. Down here I've got some DK weight yarn, fingering weight yarn, 100% I think that's yak from the Himalayas, and some merino unspun that I've got there. I use that for stuffing pillows. And then in here I've got some mohair, some vintage crochet cotton, my sock measure tool, and then a Hands Across the Sea sampler that I haven't framed yet. So I've just sat it in there. That's a little photo I took years ago. My magnetic wrist thing for stitch markers, some old spinning wheel spindles. That's my spinning from hand spinning. Some more yarn and a random crochet thing and a project that's underway. And my little lady. A yarn bowl that my friend Brian made for me. He's a potter. And some sparkle yarn. My mum made this noughts and crosses babies thing for me when I was a kid out of pottery. And some granny triangles in there and some spare project bags in there. Then down the bottom is just some more spare bags and bits and pieces. A vintage sewing box and some craft books and spare books. And then over here, I couldn't part with this card. When Wayne and I were first seeing each other before we moved in together, he got my cat Pearl a get well card, so I've kept that. Pop that up there. So up here I have a collection of trinkets, including some toys from when I was a kid. There's a leather wallet from New Zealand that my mum got back in the 60s. My mum's brownie camera. My dad's travel clock. My mum made this pottery Japanese warrior. Then that's me when I was a kid. I can get it to focus. And my grandmother, sorry. That's my grandma. That's me. Who's that? Well, that's mum and dad on their wedding day back in 1972. An old boomerang, some fabric packs and stuff that I've yet to make up. This is actually a vintage bag for your stockings to wash them or whatever, or protect them in your drawer. It's all, Mum found it, it's all embroidered. It's really pretty. So fancy for your nylons. I'll just shove that up there for now. Some pumpkins. Wayne got me that little animal from, it's a quoll, I think, from Tassie. And down here I have a vintage jug, a toucan type jug with my spare needles in, a Peruvian whistle, my Flintstones Lego set, some random bits I need to put away. This little teddy I made myself out of felt back in the day. And look how tiny this teddy is. There's my thumbnail. I didn't make this one. I didn't make these. Aren't they cute? My old cassettes. And my Smurfs from childhood. Some Lego minifigures. My friend Rachel's bookmark that she signed for me. And some other bits and bobs. Oh, here's this. This is my dad back in the day. Younger dad. Yeah. Tortoiseshell lint remover. And then down on this level I've got fabrics. I've got lace, a spare project bag, my Sydney pillow that's available in my store to buy the chart. My Floss Friends is a free chart on my Facebook page for Lilly Pilly Stitches. I got this one as a gift at a gift exchange at the Hobart Retreat in 2022, and some more fabrics. And more fabrics. My little needle book I made many years ago. Oops, it's upside down. It's a tree with some flowers. So that's it. And then down here I've got my cross stitch project whips, works in progress, some spare doll eyes, some Mod Podge, and my Christmas design that I made that's available in my shop. And I've got the buttons as well, and a spare project bag, my yarn winder, some beads, more, and that's another project that I'm frogging, my roll of cross stitch finishes, and some more fabric. Here I've got to put these away. I don't know what I'm doing with these lights yet. I put the table here before I thought about reaching the lights. So I've got Miss Daleen telling me to make joyful noise. A ship coming towards Newcastle Harbour. Some photos of the dogs and my cat Pearl. Little Paris postcard. And then I've got all of my shop stuff ready to package up. Tissue paper. This side needs cleaning, but I've got my patterns, printed patterns. And then I've got my little utility trolley with all my washi tape, my paper bags, my stamps, my stickers, and my pens ready for packaging up orders. And then I've got stock in those drawers as well. So yeah, so it's coming together. This is Mary McNown's sampler that I did at my very first cross-stitch retreat with Fox and Rabbit Designs when they were doing them back in the day. I think that was 2019. And then this is my design. I just want some bunny to love. Then I've got this as my first ever sampler that I did for my nan for her 100th birthday. It was a conglomeration of different motifs and patterns. There's even some eyelet stitches in there. And then I've got this lady that my mum gave me, and She's got this long dress on, which is just some fringing. So yeah, so that's my shop stock and sampler corner. Transparency, this is still underway. This will be tidied at some point, but I'm just slowly working out where things go. So I've got some spare needles there and some beads and stuff to try and find a spot for. I've run out of room in my cupboards. Got my chair. I've moved my work computer screen over there. I've got my Janome sewing machine and my overlocker there. Some more stuff to get put away, more stuff to get put away. I've got cross-stitch stuff in there, like spare patterns, threads, fabric, and yeah, and that's my portable trolley that I normally have out in the lounge room. And then look at all that. I've got to find somewhere for all that to go, but it will go. Some of it's quilt projects that just need to be stacked away. So yeah, so it's a work in progress.